Your first shot. Welcome, welcome. Let's get set up here. Okay. Yeah, how's your day going? Should be a little bit of a different stream than I've done before. So we'll see how it goes. Let's see. How's your day been going, Kit? Alrighty, there's that. Should be set. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a different stream today, I think. It's going to be quite a bit chiller. Going to be a lot more interactive with you guys as well. Planning this out and all that. Playing the game out. So it should be interesting to try. I might do this once. I don't know. We'll see how well this goes over. If we want to do this again, or if it's good as just like a one-time thing. Who knows? And we'll see if my computer can actually handle this. Russia going to war against Ukraine. You live in Norway. Russia is going to make go. Yeah, I've heard things are getting a little tense over there. It is worrisome. Hopefully things blow over. Hopefully cooler minds prevail, but we shall see. Yeah. Hopefully you're staying safe up in Norway. I know that's a little bit of ways from everything, but could still get a little tense if things start to spill over. You are? Yeah, it's because I don't. Let me pull up a map real quick. I don't exactly remember how close Ukraine is to Norway. I know Norway's up in the peninsula. Gonna get some snacks. Alrighty. Sounds like a good plan. Let's see. So there's Norway. Where is you? Okay, so there's Ukraine. So yeah, you got a couple states between you, but yeah, Russia's kind of close to Norway. Hopefully you stay safe. And we can actually spell. Okay, there's that. And we do have some clips to watch before we get started. Let me double check too that the sound's all working right. I've gotten caught out on that so many times. Okay, yes, we are in the right audio thing. Because anytime I add or remove an audio device from my computer, for some reason the audio main wants to default to whatever. My VR headset, for some reason. I don't know why it wants to do that, but it just thinks that that should be the default. So then it's like, okay, we'll send the audio out there. Then you guys can't hear it because it's running the audio out to the wrong source. It's been frustrating, especially VR streams. Because whenever I want to do actual VR, then it runs the audio out to the desktop. But the wrong source again. It's just a nightmare. Yeah, it's okay. I think I have it all sorted, so, you know, it should be good. And let's just do that. Got the game open in the background so we don't have to sit through the loading screen. Very, very basic still. I'm probably going to work on a lot of assets and stuff off camera, just because I need to still learn how to use Blender better. I've started learning how to use it, and it seems kind of fun. There's a lot of little things here and there that you need to learn. It's gonna be kind of frustrating. So there's that. Actually, I forgot to add the countdown clock. Let's put that back in. Yeah, I got like Blender open in one tab. I got Unreal Engine open in another. I know how to use Unreal Engine, so that's why I use it. I've heard there's other good ones. Good game developing software out there. I just have never tried it. So I wanted to stick with what I knew. Welcome back. Hopefully you brought some good snacks. Okay, yeah, looks like we're all running smooth. Couple more minutes here, then we'll get started. Just chill out for a little bit. Sadly, no video came out today. Been kind of a rough week, so what am I going to play today? I am actually not going to be playing a game. I am going to be building a game. So I've talked about it on a few streams. Thought it would be kind of fun to do it once, but I have wanted to always build a game through Unreal Engine for years now. And I figured what better time to do it than now, since I do a lot of chat play stuff. It would be fun to build a game for chat to play specifically rather than finding something. So I'm going to be building a game. You guys can be adding input, how you guys want things to look, act, stuff like that. Where you want secrets and collectibles. Hello, Pioneer Robot. How's it going? So it's not necessarily going to be playing a game today. It's going to be building a game for you guys to play later on another stream. So a little bit different. I'll probably only do this once or twice, but it'll be kind of fun. Hopefully. We got about another minute or so. Tough few days, yeah. Yeah, hopefully things get better for you. I know going through tough times can be hard sometimes. I do understand that feeling. Timer's far enough along. One of these days I'll actually get the clock to work right. But anyway, let's go review some clips. Oh, what am I doing up here? I'm supposed to be down here. There you go. So we have some clips to review here. Trying this setup out, see how it goes or if it works out well. So we're gonna do a couple today. I don't remember if I did this one yet. I think I did. Let me turn down my speakers real quick. Oh yeah, this one was noodling. Yes, I remember this one. Link turns into noodles real quick right there. You can see. I love it when the IK handler messes up. All right, here we go. One we haven't done yet. So I don't know what game this is. Is this Apex? Looks like it might be Apex Legends. Going flying there. And And oh wow, all the barrels are kind of messing up down there. Nice. That looks like a satisfying kind of game. You take medicine. All right. Hopefully it's good for you. Looks like a satisfying launch there. Nice. All right. We got Splatoons here. Starting off, look like you're starting off on a match. And looks like everybody's running to the center. I don't know if that's what you normally do in this, but kinda looks like the thing to do. Oh, dang. Double kill right off the bat. Yes. Hope I'm okay. Yeah. Hopefully you're doing okay, Kitty. Alright, I'll leave the last 3 there for next time. But anyway, we are doing this. Let's stop. Turn that on. We are going to be building a game. So it's going to be a lot chiller than normal streams. Let me edit that real quick. So yeah, it's going to be a bit chiller. Hopefully that's okay. Game looks Fortnite-y. It kind of does. Apex, I think Apex and Fortnite look pretty similar. I'm probably going to get roasted over the coals for that. But they do have a somewhat similar aesthetic. Still kind of that cartoony, whatever. So, 1 second. I'm way on top of things. Don't worry about it. For ADHD. I understand that. I had to take meds before for ADD. I know how that goes. But anyway, we are going to be building a game today. So this is in Unreal Engine 4 point something. I think 4.27. Not in 5 yet, but I thought it would be fun for you guys to, or at least to build a game for chat to play. So it's going to be a lot of level construction, basically, just rough placing everything. I'm going to go back and fine tune all the fun stuff later. But my thinking was having a 2D side scroller where you guys can add your own Easter eggs in. Like cheese here for cheese. Hello, Nintendo Freak. How's it going? How's your day been? So yeah, this is the general idea of what things are going to be. A lot of block placing, a lot of input from you guys, what you would want to see. Easter eggs from you that we can hide somewhere, like right over here actually is a little hidden section. Let me go show it off. So like we can add secret jumps in for you guys. You drop down here and then put a little Easter egg here that takes you to the next level. Stuff like that. A whole bunch of stuff that we have planned. But yes, let's get into this then. So this first level I kind of have somewhat completed. Let me move this all the way. Your day has been good. That is good to hear. Glad for that. Move the cheese out here. There is going to be, I'm going to look up some tutorials and stuff just because I'm not totally sure on everything in Unreal Engine. Like for instance, I don't know, like creating functions that can trigger in other blueprints. So a lot of this is probably going to sound like gibberish. I'll try and explain it as best as I can. So right over here, but yeah, this is the first level I have planned. Weeping Angel. We could add a Weeping Angel. That would be something. Will I publish this? I'm thinking about it. I said I wasn't probably going to do it, but now that I think about it more, it would actually be kind of fun to publish it on Steam. A Weeping Angel is an Easter egg. I'd have to model one, but that would be kind of fun to do. But yeah, I'm actually starting to consider publishing this, putting it out on Steam for everybody to play. So, mine to accept Russia is going to start World 3. Yeah, things are kind of tense right now. But yes. So I should add something Zelda related. We can do that. I'm trying to think, because I'm thinking too many things, can't keep up talking about them. But we could do that. So here's actually the cheese that I modeled in Blender. First little thing that I did, proud of it, but we could do something Zelda related. It can't be too Zelda related, just because if it is, I don't want to get copyright claimed by Nintendo. That would be horrible. Just like get the game taken down because I use the Triforce. Don't give him more power. Who are we giving power to? I'm just looking at the default cube in Blender. I don't know what power we're talking about. But anyway, the plan for the game. Let me write this out for you guys. Actually, let me pull open in 3D here. So the plan that I was thinking of was going to be, you start off, what is it? In a, don't give cheese more power. See, the thing is, it won't be giving cheese power if I give everybody power. Like the Incredibles put it, if everybody's super, nobody is. So if I incorporate things from everybody, then it's okay. I've given power to cheese. I will give power to everybody. Add a text saying Cat was here. It'll be funny. We can do that. Yeah, we can. So if you want your Easter egg to be text, we can put text somewhere. If you want it to be something related to you, like a 3D object, I can try modeling it. But anyway, here is the plan for the game, so everybody knows where we are going. So you start off in a shack. Cheese and samurai. Oh, that would be fun. Like, how would we do that? Because that would be interesting to see. How would you do that? I guess you could do a cheese statue and a samurai statue fighting in the background. So anyway, this is the general idea for the plot of the game. So basically, it's going to be like a 2D platformer adventure game. Do you already a thing? You call it Guardian. What Guardian? So essentially, adventure to final castle, because it's always a castle. Then from there, there's going to be a final boss. And I'm thinking about, we're going to have something like 5 levels. Never mind, you had 0 context. That's okay. 5, yeah, I think 5 levels. Kind of aim small and then we can add later rather than aiming too big and getting overwhelmed. I'll say 5 base. Search up, okay guys, where you got your name on basically everything you logged into. Okay. I will look that up later. 5 base levels plus. So you're looking over where you're reacting to Twitch clips is this stream. Yeah, I reacted to some earlier. I think I did 3, one that we already saw, but yeah. That first game that you put up, wasn't that, let me pull it up real quick. This game here, isn't this Apex Legend? Am I right in that? So your school had a bomb threat today. Dang. That's scary. No. What game is that then? Plus a few secret levels. Yeah, Satisfactory. Okay. That was Satisfactory. Ah. I've never played that. Excuse my ignorance. So, collecting Easter eggs. So, we have... Let me also open a new paint thing here. New. We have... Oh, hold on. Text. So, Easter eggs to add. We have cheese. Where I live. I am in America. I live in Colorado, actually. We have cheese. Sam. Let me get URAI. Fighting. You know what would be funny? What would be funny to add is, instead of a samurai fighting cheese statue, would be like if there were cheese pickups elsewhere throughout the map, but you could get little samurai followers, but the followers would be aggroed to the cheese whenever you saw it, so they go and fight it. I feel like that would just be a funny thing nobody would ever know the context of unless you were here. So I think that would be pretty good implementation. If you have any better ideas. The land. What do you mean the land? Right. Cheese. So we have to add... Let me write this down as well. Text. All right, so here are the Easter eggs we want to add so far. I don't know how to read that. My apologies. So I think a lot of the modeling I'm going to do later, so something Zelda related. Trying to think. Zelda related. We could do sword in a pedestal. Just because if I make it too overtly Zelda related, like if it's a direct copy, like if I just put in the Triforce, I'm gonna get claimed by Nintendo, and that won't be pretty. But I think putting a sword in a pedestal that you can pick up, yeah, Wii music is so good. All right, but anyway, let me do this. So we have. I need to hold on. I need to. Okay, you're on the base here. I will leave soon because you have food. Alrighty. Food is good. So I think you were the 12, right? Okay, so what if I set you to 20? So I need it to be level with B. So I'm thinking, because I have the little Easter egg out here that I want you guys to be able to find. Also, the Splatoon clip was ranked battle where you need to fill an area, keep it for the timer to run. It's not like that. Normally, that was higher ranks. I see. I see. Okay, that makes sense. So we have this here. So I'm trying to set it up so that it is completely foolproof. So that way, when you guys are playing this game, there's no little areas you can fall down in and get stuck forever, because I know how annoying that can be. So, okay, you poke out a little bit there. We need to go. Gotta go by. I already see you. Under the text, can I model a face? Yeah, let me add that in here. Okay, it was here text with underneath. Let's see, with surprised emoji. Okay, so that doesn't poke through. I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to make this as idiot-proof as possible, so that way, if people are ever playing this, that they won't ever get stuck somewhere that they can't get out of. So that drops you down here and over here. I want to actually delete this, delete you. The sus face. All right, yeah, let's see. Sus emoji. Let's go back to lit. Then we want to swap over to landscape because I'm going to be adding a new landscape just as background. Look. So I have to slide it. I want it to be... How am I going to do this? So I need it to be out of snacks. Yeah, it's always a sad time when you run out of snacks. Okay. So I want you about level there. Should be good. That's a little bit high. Need more. Always need more snacks. Okay, that looks perfect there. So then we need to make a... Could I put Lucy was here? Yeah, we can do that. Like I said, there's going to be a few levels as well. So there's probably going to be some text and stuff that you won't see me put in. But if you ask for it, I will save this list. So I will put it in somewhere. There we go. Let's put that. Then we have to create a material. So a lot of this might start sounding like just gibberish to you, but it just makes sense. It just works. So right now we're going to be making the landscape, at least the way that I know how to do it. So this is going to be, especially for this first area, because my thinking is, so my plan is, like I said, we start off in a little shack. My thinking is you're in the basement. So, oh, hold on. Oh, well. So my thinking is, so you start off in a basement, and then you have to climb out of the building, out into the sunshine to start your adventure. The little heart thing next to it, sure. So we got here, greater than 3. Okay, let me save that. So we can put that there so I don't lose that. So my thinking is you climb out of the basement to start your adventure. So you get like basement windows in the background. I'm going to have to add like boxes and stuff off in the corner to sort of fill it out. But then from there, it's going to be, once you walk outside is when the credits roll. Not credits, logo. Roll. So the logo rolls then, because you'll be stuck walking right is my thinking. Like you'll see mountains in the background. It'll be kind of a pretty look. And then as you're walking, it'll fade into view like whatever the game's called. We can also vote on a game name as well. So this will be the first level. It's basically just getting out of this little area. It's probably not going to be a very long game, but that's okay. We can always add more to it. So, like I said, I'm going to be building a landscape. Do I know Disenchantment? Is that a game or? If it's a game, I don't know it. So we got sandstone. So right now, all I'm doing is trying to explain everything as I go. I am just adding different materials. Name idea, jump cut. Oh, that could be good. So right now I'm just adding different textures to the landscape. So we're going to have like a grass layer. So you can have grass everywhere. And stone. It's a show. Lucy the Demon Man, you put him in the sky. I haven't heard of that show. So we're going to have like a grass layer, some gray stone, sandstone, cobblestone. Then... No. Then landscape layer blend. So we have 2, 3, 4. I think, let me add another one. We'll add a snow layer as well. Then W there. Nope, hold on, I don't want W, I want U instead. Let's give you, oh, not that. Salt. So I'm also adding a snow layer. So we got grass, graystone, redstone, cobblestone, so little pebbles, and snow. So then add all these layers. We have to call you grass. Give you 8.5. Then this will be basalt. Living out west, I've seen a lot of basalt. Get some more hype music going. So sandstone. Then we got pebbleless for 0.5. Then the last one shall be snow. So then I duplicate you. TMI. So sandstone, connect, pebbleless, then snow. So up here, I need to actually color the snow though. It's the fun part. So then here, change your vector to a solid white. actually make it just a touch blue. I don't know if it's actually true, but I feel like the human eye does not do well with pure white. Like, pure whites look unnatural, but just slightly off looks more natural to the human eye. This seems complicated. It is a little bit. I mean, once you know what you're doing, it's just connecting up lines a lot. It can be a little bit. So right now, to try and break it down for you, like this here is a grass layer. It's just going to produce this image over and over. I don't really have a good way of actually zooming it in. Oh, I do, kind of. It'll be just this little green patch over and over and over. So then we're sending it into this, which says, okay, this will be a part of multiple layers. So then the game says, okay, all of these layers will then be together into the base color here. I'm not doing a very good job of explaining it, am I? But basically, it's like, I'm trying to think of it. It's like you put multiple layers of paint on a canvas, and then you scratch off the layers of paint that you don't want to reveal the layer you do. So right now I'm just putting all the colors together onto the canvas here, and then we can go back over to the landscape and then only put on what we want. So then, constant, do all use. These here just control how shiny or reflective the surface is going to look. So if we have roughness, I think roughness of 1 is what we... No, not 1, because that's a little too rough. 0.89, I guess we'll say. And specular, I don't actually know what specular does. Changing it seems to do stuff, though. Metallic. Just a slight metallic sheen, because you want the grass to be rough, but you don't want it to be shiny. Like, you don't want it to have at least a little bit of sheen to it, but not so shiny that it looks unnatural. Like Breath of the Wild, I feel like they kind of went a little bit too shiny with theirs, so you can kind of see that at some points. So this will give us a lot of running room. So we need to have some land, because the camera is going to be stuck right here. So as you move left, don't want you to ever see past this point. You're watching Big Bang Theory. How is it? I've heard some good things about it. So we don't need very far that way. We need wide. That's what we need. Overcompensate for what people can see. So I dropped the no, I didn't want to do that. Done. Welcome back. It's great. I should watch it. I might at some point. So, landscape matte. I think I have to apply... Yeah, we have to apply that. Let's save. So, now with any luck... Let's see if we actually got this right. When we press create, we have a landscape. So then we go over to... Yeah, we stay in landscape. Go over to the paint tab. Then we just have to do this over and over. Hold on. New folder. You hate yourself. Why is that? That's not good to do. Okay. So then you go there. Wait, nope, cancel. I want weight blended layer. Then you go into landscape. Like black crayon watercolor resist painting. Kind of. It's, I mean, not totally accurate how it works, but it works to get you a picture of what it ends up being. Yeah, don't hate yourself, cat. Okay, so landscape. And there's all that. So we have grass as a base layer here. So then we have to go over here. Actually, I'll do all that off camera just because that's a lot more managing. We want to see some mountains. So sculpt, what is it? Manage. So if I go here, remember doing this in elementary? I kind of remember that. So if I delete you, that should, in theory, if I go back to sculpt. Shoot, not what. Didn't do what I wanted to. Image. There. So then that'll delete this box here. So then, okay, we'll have to drop the landscape down here so it looks natural. But with this box deleted, it should be now set so that everything is all even. I'll just have to move it a little bit. Select. Okay. Then I want it on the no, I want it on the y-axis, right in line with that wall there. There we go. Drop it down just a smidgey bit. Mountains or beach person? Mountains. Mountains all the way. I am a fan of mountains. So we have over here, let's just see how this goes. Run over this way, gotta jump up here. Then over here. So then you run out, run out into the open. The building looks kind of messy right now. I'll have to clean that up. But essentially then you're just running the whole time here. This will all be credits, however long you need it. And then my plan is... we have a lot more landscape than I'll ever need. But that's okay. So my plan is then once you actually run far enough, I think a forest level for level 2 would be fun. Okay, right there. So let's add that to the plan. I mean, you guys can add input into the levels if you want. And I misspelled forest, but that's okay. There's Grace. Yeah, I definitely prefer mountains over beach. And just seeing just living where I do, I see mountains all the time. They just look so big everywhere. So anyway, let's go build some mountains then. So we have to go. I want to build them close to the edge so they look kind of far away from where we actually start. So go over to sculpt. Fill strength 0.3, that's okay. Brush size, we'll make this massive. Let's go over here. Google translate this. Okay. So we have, this will be a mountain ridge. I want it to kind of encircle this. Yeah, not really sure what that says. So then I want noise. We'll do brush strength 0.1, only additive. Actually, let's up it a little bit. 0.2. Oh boy, that's that's a little too strong. That's very strong. So we got the mountains way off in the distance. Yeah, when you're here... shoot. I need to scale it a little bit. So then we want to go back to select. Can I not scale this? Guess I can't. Shoot. I don't want to recreate the landscape. I guess I just have to select it. You have Norway and English accent. That's okay. Okay, so we'll scale this up. And we have to move everything back to where it was. About there. Do you want to build a mountain? Yes. Always mountains. If I were to publish this, where would I? Probably Steam would be the easiest. Okay, we're gonna redo the landscape. I'm not a fan of that. Landscape. Then I want, landscape matte. Okay, I want small coordinates is the thing. But I want a lot of them. How much? I have no idea. My like if I were to throw out a very rough number, maybe like $10 or something. Not expensive at all. Shoot, I want a big landscape, but I also don't need a big landscape because fog and stuff will also help. So I think my biggest concern right now is just getting the right size so when we delete the boxes, free? Nah, probably not free. Make at least a little money off of it for all the time we put into it. Okay, so then what happens if I check fill world? Go down to small. Okay. So we don't need a lot of landscape in front of the camera is the thing. So I can move that back. That ought to help, because you won't see what's... Because you don't want to spend so much money saving for a better PC. Yeah, it won't be a lot, especially since it's kind of gonna be the definition of an indie game. So yeah, it won't be tons of money. Probably like $10 or something, maybe. Just spitballing numbers. Okay, paint. Then we have to go through this again. Weight blended, back to landscape. Shoot. I guess we'll just throw in materials. But we have grass again. Oh yeah. Let's see. What haven't we played? I haven't played this song in a while. Yeah, we'll do this one. So materials. Throw everything into materials. Yeah, we can do some actual modeling in a little bit, I think. That's 100 KR for you. I don't know if that's a lot for you, though. I don't know what 100 KR translates to. So back to sculpt. I am not fluent on all the money transitions, or what the change rate is. So let's bump you to 1. Just get some rough looking mountains. There we go. And a little bit of noise in here. 100. Yeah, I'll have to figure out what the price is going to end up being. Because since this was made with Unreal Engine, I think according to the terms of service, I have to give them a cut of it. So I think it's like 30% of any completed game. So yeah, like I said, I'm still just spitballing numbers. I have absolutely no idea here. But hopefully it'll be enjoyable. So sculpt. Oh, yep. Yeah, like I said, no idea what it's actually going to end up being. So we don't want mountains here. $10 for you. Ah, okay. So let's put mountains all the way up there. Then noise. Just to give the mountains a little bit of texture. Paint them in a second. Okay, let's put like a little canyon there. There we go. Feel like Bob Ross. Instead of just painting the happy little mountain that lives, I'm actually making the happy little mountain that lives. So let's up the paint strength. So paint this all basalt as a base layer. We'll have some basalty mountains here. And yeah, I don't know. My thinking for this wasn't really to make money either on the game. It'd just be kind of fun to publish it so that you guys could actually see something in the real world from the streams. So I have no idea what it's going to be. I mean, we could make it free. Free to play on Steam. But I'm not going to do any microtransactions because I'm with everybody else. Screw microtransactions. Dr. Doolittle reference. How about it costs a cookie? 2 cookies? 10? How about 20 cookies? Yeah. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. Dang. So, brush size. Oh, 1 second. I gotta change something. I wanted the song to loop, but sadly did not. So, size. We're gonna put some snowy peaks up here. Just a little bit of frosting on the tips. Right there. So there's all that. We did give the snow a little bit of a texture. If you look really closely, it does look, it's the same texture as the basalt has. So I want free. I mean, maybe. Like I said, no promises on anything yet. Okay, I want this. Let me set up my song to loop. I forgot to do that. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen that. Can I make a massive meme billboard that randomizes every time you log in? That would be tough to do. I can add that to my list. Text. Actually, that wouldn't be... That may not be terribly hard because we... Hello, Matrix. How's it going? Because I'm thinking about it. We could do that. The way we do that would be, what, a random number generator. So you would have like 5 or 10 memes to pick from. Then it would randomly select from those for the image to paste on the billboard. So that could be doable. Just a suggestion. Yeah, I'll look into that. Okay, so we got some little frosted top mountains. Little frosted top Wheaties here. Honestly, I don't know what it is about the frosted top wheat cereal, but it's so good. You get like the frosted that just starts melting. It tastes so sweet. It is worth a try. Okay. So then I want to swap over to sandstone. We'll drop the weight of that and the size a little bit. I'm just going to go in on all the little crevices here and stuff. See if I can just accent them with a different color here. Brush fall off. We want a bigger fall off for this. So like anywhere where rain would gather, you want it to be just a little bit of a different color because that's naturally going to be like what draws your eye in, what happens. Frosted mini wheats, that's what they are. It's like not frosted top wheat, but I didn't remember exactly what it is. But yeah, frosted mini wheats. You like get them right when the sugary coating just starts to melt. It's so good. Gotta go. Alrighty, see you later. Thanks for dropping in. Hopefully you stay safe with everything going on. Okay, let's unlight it. Shoot, that doesn't give me enough contrast. So a little bit of sandstone there. This looks like a groove there. Yeah, because when you're all the way back here, just a little bit of sandstone in all the cracks and stuff adds contrast. Make a video of all the Easter eggs. We could do that. I might. I don't want to spoil it, though. Okay, we'll save that. So, save you. Shrink you here. We'll put you up top. Can I make a sign saying Gangnam Style? Maybe. Let me add that to my list. Sandstorm. Darude Sandstorm. Getting flashbacks from that. O-N-E was here. Let me stretch that out so it actually does it right. Okay. So let's shrink this down a little bit. So what is this? I am working in Unreal Engine right now. It is... I just know Unreal Engine, so that's why I'm kind of using it. I know there's a lot of other game dev software out there, and I've heard a lot of good stuff about a lot of them, especially Unity. I've heard good stuff about, but I don't know Unity, so I figured I'd just stick with what I know. So then grass, I want to smooth. Brush size, I want this bigger because we got to start smoothing all of this out. Oh, shoot, I blended that too big. So what game is this? This is going to be a side-scrolling platformer. like a, what, 2.5D, I think technically they call it. The youngins call it these days. But yeah, it's going to be a side-scrolling platformer, a little bit of combat in it. I need to figure out how to set that up as well. Could be doing that later. Let's go back to unlit, just so I can see a little bit easier in all the shadows and stuff. And just smooth all that out. The snow I want to leave a little bit harsh. Sandstone, yeah, we'll blend that a little bit nicer, I think, here and there. Let's favor it towards the basalt, though. Shoot. Gotta go already. See you later. Thanks. Yeah, someday it'll be out. Wait, could you put Nintendo Free KK Lucy here instead? Okay. Let me edit that real quick. This one here, so we have... Okay, you're part of that text. So instead... just go white brush. Hold on. Is it white? Can I paint over that? Shoot. Crop. No, crop doesn't do what I want. Let's see. Text. Let's instead just do this. The less nice looking but easier way. Put that there. Actually, hold on. I can instead, if I just inch this over, then text here. Put that there. And shrink it down so it fits. Move you over. There we go. It's not a perfect solution, but it works. So let's smooth all of that out, kind of into hazy blob. Smooth it as it comes down the mountain. No, it's okay. You're good. I mean, if this is going to be your guys' Easter eggs, I want to make sure to get them right. So smooth it coming down the mountain. Sharp line at the top. So blend that there. And let's see. Are you guys hearing any music coming out? It looks like music is coming out. I think my headphone jack completely messed up. Joy. Shoot, that's blending the snow. I don't want it to blend the snow. Lit. Yeah, this looks good here. You hear music? Okay. Yeah, my headphone jack broke. Dang it. What's music? Should be, I think, what am I playing right now? Should be Shovel Knight music. Manage. So then we want to take you. Then I want to actually set you to delete. So delete you. Delete you. And I think I want to, yeah, I want to delete the back one. There it is. Okay. Headphone jack came back in. I love it when this happens. So then let's pull everything closer to make it look a little bit neater. So I want Shovel Knight. Yeah, Shovel Knight's a fun game. Played through it recently. It's some of the, was it like Spectre Knight? The storyline is so good in it. It's not just a generic good guy fights bad guy and wins. It's like a whole big thing. So landscape, and I want sculpt, because we are going to now start dropping this landscape here. So that way when you guys look at it as you run by, it looks clear. Looks all nice and clean. There's all that. Yeah, it would be kind of fun to publish this, I do think. So then paint. We'll have this all be sandstone here. My tool strength at -1. That's good. Oh, there we go. Paint. It's like, why is it not going? It's like, oh yeah, I'm on the wrong tool. The nice thing too about side scroller versus like a whole 3D game is that I don't have to worry as much about where you guys can and can't go, because it's much harder for you guys to actually get out of bounds. Like, you can get out of bounds, but it's only on one plane, as opposed to like a 3D game where every little rock and bump you have to test. So smooth, and we'll smooth all that in. Starting a thing where you wiggle the jack until you find the good spot. Yep. That's what I've done, actually. My computer, when I got... Oh, wow. My computer, when I got it, actually, the headphone jack on the front did not work. And come to find out later, that's because it... Like, I don't know if the wiring was faulty or what was faulty about it. But... Oh, volume's gone again. But for just whatever reason, it just did not want to work at all. So, tool strength. I'll actually drop the strength. Size. Yeah, this is going to be a bit more of a chatting stream as opposed to like a, we got to go do stuff stream. Hold on. I want paint. I don't want smooth. I want this to all look sandstony. Yeah, we got the basalt way off in the distance, basalt mountains. I need to add a height fog. Select. So then, atmospheric. I want exponential height fog. There we go. Because that's the one thing that really changes what looks far away. Like these mountains here, when you look at it like this, they look really close. You like chatting. That's good. I like talking too. Yeah, when you look at the mountains like this, they're like, oh, okay, they're kind of far, but they look kind of close. But then you turn on the fog, and it's like, oh, wow, those are really far away. It's just something about fog that does that, that tricks your eye into thinking things are much farther than they actually are. So let's move the landscape back over. That way it all lines up. Then... Let's see, you probably heard enough of that already. I don't want to play any... I was kind of scared to play any of the Undertale music I got, because a lot of my streams and stuff where I do play that get claimed. So I think I'm going to hold off on that for the moment. Instead, we got Terrytown. Okay, so then I want back to here. I'll probably just try and throw up a lot of generalities and stuff with this. With you guys watching right now, because right now I haven't actually touched any of the internal level here. I've all been working on just background stuff. So you can start to see why Breath of the Wild 2 will take so long. Okay, so yeah, I can still see that back there, but over here on the left it looks okay. Just a gigantic pit. So then let's sculpt. Sculpt. We gotta drop you over here. So that all looks smooth. Over to paint. We'll put some basalt in. There we go. So we'll go over here. Oop. Jump up there. That's kind of a big jump. I'll have to sort that out. So then, yeah. Okay, so you can see the off in the distance, way off in the distance on the right, the mountains there. Yeah, looking at the mountains, they don't move when you do, so that's a good sign. So we can put some closer. I'll put a smaller range closer. So I want sculpt. Strength, size is big. Like a range right here. Add a little bit of depth to these. Then I want noise. Add some character to them. Not a lot of characters, so 0.1 for that. Because the noise tool is very strong. I don't know if that's a bug or a feature, but it is a thing. Make these mountains cottage cheesy. Okay, and then we'll erode it a little bit. Let's see, how is the stream holding up too? Because I know Unreal Engine is a little bit demanding on computers. So I don't know if it's stuttering or stammering at all. Hopefully it's not too bad. Okay, not a fan of the erosion tool. So there's all that. Then we just gotta paint this into basalt again. Need to up the tool strength, so we put it on a thick layer of paint. It's like putting a lot of paint on your paintbrush versus a little bit of paint on your paintbrush. More paint you put, oh, dang it. More paint you put on, the more color comes off. All good so far. That is good to hear. Computer should be strong enough for it, but you never know. So there's all that. I don't want to frost the top of these mountains. Noise. Sandstone noise it. Shoot, that's very strong. Not what I want. Noise scale. Add hidden Sonic the Hedgehog. We could do that. Let me write that down. I don't know. I may have to do something Sonic related just because copyright and all that. I don't actually own the rights to Sonic's image. So we could do like maybe floating rings. Floating rings, I think I could get away with because that I don't think you can copyright a gold ring. But we could do that. That would actually be kind of fun to add. So here's the Easter eggs we have so far. We have cheese, which I have actually modeled. Samurai follower fighting cheese. Fighting the cheese pickups. Cat was here text with sus emoji. Something Zelda related. We have Nintendo Freak, aka Lucy was here. Greater than 3. Meme build board that randomizes. We got Gangnam Style. Matrix Cyclone was here. Floating rings to add. So we got a few others. A few that we can do. Noise scale. I want low noise scale here. Oh, it's auto saving. I love it when it auto saves. Then the mountains look all nasty until it actually smooths them. Okay. There's all that. That should look good. Let me change the fog look as well. Welcome back, Katie. So yes, we have this. Like I said, I'm gonna redo all of this. I'll probably have to model the level in Blender to begin with and then implement it. So this is all just rough layout for you. Welcome back. Glad you're still alive. So we have so far, let's go over here. Let's pick this up. Run over here. And then let's check out over here. So yeah. Hello, Chad Thomas. How's it going? We're not allowed to put Elven script on the ring. That's probably claimed. So yeah, we got floating cheese out here that we can pick up. I gotta add a ping to function to actually do stuff with that. You can see the tops of the mountains over there. Let's go check out what it looks like off to the right. So we got this. Run over here. Run up the ramp here. You have class 2, you can't stay at YouTube so much. Alrighty, I understand how that goes. Yeah, we got mountains way off in the distance. I think I have to shrink these a little bit. Just because they're standing a little bit proud. And I can't see the mountains in the back. Sculpt. What's my tool strength? Tool strength is low. Let's drop all those. I want to be able to see everything in the background more than I want to see the foreground of the background. So then we have this over here. Let's get up that. I need to fix that jump. Then how does this look? Okay, now we can see the mountains in the background. That is good. So let's work on the fog real quick. Fog scattering color. I want it to be a darker color, I think. Let's make it... What do we want it to be? Because if I do a little bit of red, I think, then it'll look... Blue, I think, is standard color. Do I watch Boko Club Gaming? It's a channel where he messes with Bokos in Breath of the Wild. I don't think I've seen his videos. I could watch it at some point. Okay, but yeah, if you do orange or red, it looks dusty, which might be a good look to go for. Okay, so there's that. Trying to think everything else we have here. I might be able to, let me see if I can. Actually, I'll do that off camera. So here is level 1. So yeah, title credits are gonna roll here as you run right, and then you come to a forest over here. I need to make sure trees block off the mountain's end there. Was Boko Club Gaming, was he the one that did the, what was it called? I'll build this real quick so it doesn't take too long. Was he the one that did the Bokoblin documentary, A Day in the Life of Bokoblin or something like that? I remember that video got suggested to me so many times. I remember seeing it, but I never watched a lot of it. I'm making a game. Yes, I am making a game. I am working in Unreal Engine right now, and like the text down there says, do you have any Easter eggs you want to see suggested? Yes, that guy. Okay, yeah, I think I've seen his video suggested. I haven't really watched them. It's a new game. If I did Zelda, I would get copyright claimed very fast on Steam or wherever I end up putting this. But there may be references to other franchises in the game. Okay, letting build is done. So let's see. We have the sun in the sky here. My thinking is it would be kind of fun to have it as you're running, the sun sets. Like as you're running into the forest, the sun sets, and then the woods level will be at night. So I need to set up a trigger for that. So I need box trigger. I don't know how well this will end up working, but hopefully it works out well. So we have to raise it so that way nobody can ever jump over this, but also set it outside so that way nobody triggers it before it's time. So my thinking is I'm going to have a trigger here that when you cross it, it then starts all the credits. Can I emulate Zelda Ocarina of Time and play it? I could. I don't own the game, though. So I'd have to buy it first. Which could be done. But yeah. I think once I buy it, then I would be willing to do anything like that. So let's make the trigger big enough that the moment you touch it, stuff will happen. So blueprints, open level blueprints. So we have you add event. So whenever you run into the trigger, then I want it to, how am I going to do this? It would be fun. Yeah, let me write that down. Let me pull up a notepad real quick. So play Ocarina of Time. Minimize that. I don't have to buy something I want to emulate. That would defeat the purpose. Well, the thing is, if you don't own it but emulate it, technically that is pirating. If you own it and emulate it, then they can't prove that it's pirated because you could have just taken the files from your game to emulate, but if you don't own the game at all, then yes, that is pirating, and I want to make sure my channel's on the up and up. So we have... Okay, so let's do the sun first. So I want light source. Where is that? Light source. Highlight you, go back here. Then I want to add an event. No, I want to create a reference. Set actor rotation to you. Then I want to add a variable for the rotation time. Set you to a float so it can be a number with decimal points at the end of it. So what if we set you to 20? File Then we have to also, while we're at it, select the sky sphere. So then I can create a reference for you. Update sun direction so the sun actually moves in the sky. If you don't do this step, then the sun, the image of the sun, the little disc there doesn't move, but the light moves. Yeah, but Wii with a lot of games on Wii is emulated, but the only games that you bought were Wii Sports. Very good game. Wii Sports is fun. I've played Wii Sports a lot. So let's see if this works. So in theory, the moment I touch that trigger, the sun should... Hold on. In theory, it should work, but I never set the direction. So I need to... Where are they? I need brake rotator. Hello, Obsessed Gamer Boy. How's it going? Oh, yeah. Did you get my comment? Obsessed Gamer Boy, I'm glad you're here. Did you get my comment on your YouTube stream that you did about the... What was it? The speedrun competition. I left you a comment you might like. May want to look into that. So I want to then see rotation time. So then you will go into Y, I think. Okay, I'll go check. Let's see here. So the sun, where's it? Ooh, random path sun. That would be something to see. How would we do that? Can you do that? So you'd have to do... We'd add a variable. We could have the sun set in random directions. So sunset direction. I don't want you to be a float. I want you to be an integer because it has to be 1 through 3. No, what is it? Spiral past sun. Ha! We could do that. That would look really weird. Random integer. Max. Let's see. From random integer in range. So I want a minimum of 1, minimum of 3. So, okay. Then from there, sun's whipping, yeah, just spirals down in the sky. That would be kind of something to see. So then, I want it from there to say... Okay, how are we going to do this? It'd have to be a branch, right? Hold on, that doesn't connect to branch. So branch there, return value. I can set you as sun. Do you like a channel name Master of Hyrule? I don't think I've seen. Let me write that one down too. I haven't seen his stuff, I don't think. Unless I have. You don't know why, but your screen is just black. You may want to refresh that. On my OBS, it looks smooth. I can see everything on every other stream. On all my other previews and stuff. But yeah, let's see. So we have you. So I want to set... How are we going to do this? So then move you over here. I'm trying to set up a random sun direction. That would be kind of fun to see. So the sun never sets in the same way twice. So we set the random sun direction. Then from there, we can branch out. Is... integer equal to is okay. He uploads Smash Bros. Challenges. Ha. So I want is get you. Is that equal to 1? If true, then okay, this is gonna get a little messy, but that's okay. Let's just set you up on top so it looks all pretty. So then we shall set you up here. If sun is set to 1, then we shall drop the sun on the X direction. Which, let me double check this, because we can't have the sun set in some directions. Like, for instance, if I tell the sun to rotate on the X-axis, which is red, it'll rotate down to the right. If I tell the sun to rotate on the y-axis, it'll rotate down over the mountains, so that'll look kind of cool. If we tell it to rotate on the z-direct axis, then it'll just spin in a circle in the sky, which we could do, but I feel like that'll just kind of break the immersion. So if it's false, then you go here instead. I'll pin links, compile, save. So now, if I have done this right, we should be able to, once we actually get all the way up here. Yeah, this is the default character that comes with the game that looks like a robot. Go over here. But yeah, if you guys have any Easter eggs you want to see, make sure to keep telling me. So, okay, so it's rotated. It rotated once. So it snapped it, but it doesn't continue to rotate. Let's see. Where is it? Because I want it to continue to rotate and not rotate once and then stop. Because right now I think it's just setting it to 20 degrees and stopping there, which is not what I want. I want it instead to get actor rotation, maybe. Turn value. Let's split pin structure. No, that's just getting it. That's not setting it. Oh, how am I gonna do this? Add actor. Okay, I think that's what I want instead. Add actor. Local rotation, I think. Split pin structure. So then from there, I can delete these. I can move these back into where they're supposed to be. I can set you to that. I can link you up to true. Oh, yeah. Set slowly. Yeah. Set slowly, and then, yeah. That's kind of what it ends up being sometimes. Okay, so false goes there. You go there. Move you up. Compile. Save. Run it. So now with luck, it should rotate constantly. It'll rotate fast. I'll need to tune the speed with how long the logos and stuff run for. But, okay. So it should be rotating. I saw it flicker for a second. Don't think the light's changing, though. And my shadow's not moving. Dang it. Did I screw this up? Light source is movable, so that does rotate. Unless I want it to be... Let me try something. Let's instead set it to Z as well, instead of... See if it's X that's breaking it. I don't know if local rotation works differently. I jump up. Oh, I can't jump up from there. What's up, Nintendo Freak? So, run over here. It snapped again. Okay, I'm going to work on that off camera because I'm going to have to look up tutorials for that. But we have the sun now moving in the sky whenever you hit the trigger. And it will be random, so it'll either set over the mountains or over the forest. Because I forget exactly which rotator it is, and I don't want to waste your guys' time doing that. So, we have a basic level set up here. Nice chill stream. I'm glad for that, yeah. It's kind of fun to do chill stream every once in a while. So, how about we... Okay, what Easter eggs do we have? Cheese, I do have a cheese. So, let's... I think we can start doing some Blender stuff. Oh, let's see, what do we at? Save current. File, because new level will put me in a new area, which is what I want to do. I think, let's see, we have to actually build this one up a bit first, I would say. Because what do you guys think? This is a very short level so far, which is kind of lame. I mean, once you get out of the building, then you run off to the forest. We have a lot of space to play around with, though. So we could go over here, and once we get out here, like, do the credits and stuff, it moves you over this way. And then have you, like, yeah, let's do that. I'm planning. Okay, so we have to swap over to landscape, because my thinking is Black Chess King for Roar. Oh, that would be good, actually. That would be good. So there's that. Put that there. So, because my thinking is I don't want this level to be so short that it's boring. But I also want to have the credits here, because I feel like coming out of the building out into the open world would look cool. So we could have you run here. Put, like, trees way over here to hide the edge of the mountains, and then from there have you slide down. Whatever happened to the Breath of the Wild speedrun? Yeah, actually, a funny story about that. So I had set up the website to get submissions and stuff. Then I didn't see any submissions. Apologies if you did submit and the website deleted it. But then I found out later, I think actually one of my family members looked through YouTube. I think they just searched Yobo Plays and found somebody else who had actually submitted a speedrun. Obsessed Gamer Boy was the one to submit a speedrun, so he is the one to get the shirt. We can watch the video later and do all that. I think, what was it? Sunday, what am I doing Sunday? Sunday is Hollow Knight. We could do that for, I think we'll do that for Friday's stream coming up. We shall watch that video. Anyway, so I want you to run here, because the trouble is I don't know how long I have to run, so I'm gonna have to time it real quick. So let's set up a timer, because I want to know how long to run for before I drop the landscape. Actually, hold on. Let me paint stripes on the ground so I know how far I am running. So paint. So I want no fall off. Tiny size. No fall off whatsoever. That way I can just say, like, okay, basalt. There's sandstone strip there. We'll put some pebbles. There. Then I guess some basalt. So I have a rough idea of how far I'm going. And I guess we can go back to basalt here. Keep it a little bit even. Basalt. Sandstone. Okay. So let's run over here. And what's my overall story plot? I haven't fleshed that out yet. It's basically just the generic go save the whatever. Insert objective here. So timer. So once it, there we go. So how long do I want the logos to go for? 6 seconds puts me 7 seconds puts me right at the. Okay, 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Okay, let's restart that. So 10 seconds puts me right here at the basalt. Which I want about, what, 8 seconds, I would say, for the logo. And then, yeah, we'll do 8 seconds for that. And then I want another, we'll say 5 seconds for whatever. For like subtitles or anything. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 5 puts me, we'll do second snow. Should be good. So I want the slope to happen here. So sculpt. I want skill strength, precise. I want the slope to happen right about here. So let's keep it all the way to the end so the camera doesn't clip through anything. Then flatten it. So that way there's, like, once you leave the main shack, there won't be any going back. Then we can put some collectibles back in the shack that you start in, so that way if you don't catch them right away, then you're kind of lost on them. Kind of don't ever get to get them. So it's going to be one of those games where if you don't get the collectible early, then you don't get the collectible. So let's flatten all of this out. Brush size, let's make it a big old brush. So that way we can really flatten it. So just sculpt that over there. On there. So then I want it to... What happens? What does ramp do? Oop. Okay, so that's what ramp does. So place you up top there. I want it to be in line with that. Perspective. Okay, what am I looking at? So I am looking at the right thing here. Okay, it needs to go a little bit to the right. Perspective. There, then you here move there. That'll be a slight ramp down. Ramp width, we'll make it a wide ramp. Add ramp. There we go. Shoot. Let's actually go back because I want it to be steeper so we can't climb it. Add ramp there. There. So now run over here, go jump up here, all outside the doorway. Giant boomerang in Breath of the Wild is by far the funniest weapon. Just discovered it. It is a hilarious weapon. It just looks so dumb, but it works so well. So we run out here. The logo pops up, looks all good. Keep on running. Subtitles appear right about now. And as you're running, you get closer and closer to the cliff. It doesn't let you stop till right about here. Okay, so runnable angle I need to change. So, Control Z that. We'll make it just a hair steeper. Then I need to go over content. Where is it? Side scroller blueprint. Where is you? So you here. Nope. So let's actually just swap back to select. Add a blueprint for you. Open blueprint editor. So then select the movement. And walkable floor angle. So we'll set it to shallow. I think 35 degrees is about good for that. So that way, when we go running here, go off on our adventure, we should fall down the slope, slide down it, and not be able to get back up. So if you don't get the collectible in this building, then you miss it. And run over here, keep on running. Should probably add like a debugging speed key. Have I tried clipping skip for Trial of the Sword? Does it break the game? It does not break the game. I have tried it. So what happens for shield clipping skip? I actually made a video on it. But what happens is instead of anything bad happening, the game will continue onward from where you were. So basically, let's say you clip out of the first room and clip into the fourth room of the Trial of the Sword. If you were to complete the fourth room and not complete the first, the game will then send you to the fifth room, but count it as the second room. So it's not that it'll break anything. The numbering just glitches out a bit, but nothing breaks, if that makes sense. So in reality, you could actually do 100 floors in the Trial of the Sword because you could keep looping back to room 1 and doing it over and over and over. So it doesn't break anything. If it does break anything, you can always reload a save too, which is the fun part. So let's run over here, get our little mans. I need to sculpt a character for everybody to play as. So if we slide down this, okay, so yeah, it forces you to slide down. You don't, and yeah, you can't run up. Good. Need to sculpt a mans for this. So let's make it a little bit steeper of a drop off so you actually slide down. Reset. Hold on, where'd that? Nope, Control Z. Z. Come on, give me my ramp back. Come on, game. I want my ramp. There, let's put you there. Actually, what I need to do is flatten first. So we can flatten the ramp that was there. Perfect. Then we can add a ramp back. We'll lose like maybe a second or so, but that's okay. There's ramp 1. Put ramp 2 there. Make sure it's all square. Make sure it's also tipped steeply. And add ramp. Perfect. So now when you're running, should fall down the slope. And then be not able to get back up. Character name, Dirk Hardpack. Yes. What is that from? That's from Misty, isn't it? MST3K. That's a good suggestion. I think I ought to hold a poll for that. But yeah, Dirk Hardpack will definitely be in there. Okay, so you don't slide down is the unfortunate bit. So if I undo you, let's make it just a hair steeper. Does it work if you go to the Hinox room? Yeah, you can skip the whole thing like that. You can go to the Hinox room. It'll take you right to the very end. Yeah, if you shoot a clip through, if you go to the last room, all you have to do is that last room, and then it works. You can go to any other room you want. You can go to the last room of the middle trials or the last room of the final trials if you want, and try and muscle your way through there, but it'll still achieve the same effect. So, yeah. What was it? It was like a Hercules movie, wasn't it? That they were doing for Dirk Hardpack. So yeah, you slide down here. So I need the game to hold right for the whole way. That's okay. We can do that. Smooth. That is a massive smoothing. Massive brush. I need tiny little brush. I don't want that much pressure. Okay. So we'll smooth all this. We can add some mountains right close to the floor. Oh man, I forgot that. Yes. What was it? It was Fugitive Alien. They made a song about one of the characters trying to kill another character with a forklift. That's a hilarious. Oh, that's a big smoothing brush. Good strength. Let's drop you. Let's shrink you in size because I only want to round the edges. I don't want to make a ramp. But yeah, if you haven't watched them, go watch MST3K. You'll thank me later, or be left wondering what on earth did you just watch. So let's smooth all of you out here. Okay. Fugitive Alien Part 1 and 2. Yes, there is actually 2 parts to it, because it was originally a Japanese television show that they combined all the parts of and turned into a movie. So smooth all this out. Smooth out my ramp just a hair. Okay. Attempting 120 shrines on Master Mode. You have 118. Just need the Blood Moon and Eventide Island. Yeah, I know a lot of people have been frustrated with that shrine because waiting for the Blood Moon to happen. And campfires do not help with that. Yeah, Mystery Science Theater 3000. Okay, so Dirt card pack. Yeah, what should we call the character? What are other suggestions you guys would want to see? Okay, let's smooth this out here. There's like so many little details you have to take care of when you're making a game. Smooth all you. Ah, shoot, I need to go back to schmoo for this. I want it to be smooth behind the house. Campfires don't help. Nope. In-game time passing is the only thing that helps. If you're at a campfire, the in-game clock does not pass. If you're talking to anybody, clocks do not pass. If you sleep in a bed, clocks do not pass. Cliff jumper. It's a good one, too. So we have, for game name, we had a jump, cut, and cliff jumper. So there's that. Okay, then this is pretty smoothed out here. That should be okay. I'll fix that later. Girl character, ginger beer. Yeah, we'll write that one down. 2. We have ginger beer. So this goes over here. So yeah, fall down the slope. I want the slope to look like rocks. So we'll swap over to Peebles. Is it possible to do Eventide on Master Mode to barely beat on normal mode? I don't think I've done it. There is a glitch you can do to help make life easier if you don't know about it. I actually found out about it like one of the first times I ever tried Eventide Island. But if you go to Eventide Island, stand on the raft, drop any items you want to keep on the said raft, and then step onto the island. Because the weapons are not in your inventory, they're never taken. So, because of that, you can take whatever weapons you want into Eventide Island and have a much easier time. But you just have to be careful because the moment you drop the last orb into the slot, it removes any items that are in your inventory and gives you what you had back. So it'll remove any weapons you dropped and kept because it counts them as part of Eventide Island. So if you want to, that's the good way of doing it. Found it. Yeah, if you can find arrows, it's not too bad. I feel like arrows and bows are the easiest way to do it. Game name friendless. That would be pretty good. Let me go check out what it looks like over here. So yeah, you fall down the slope. You can't get back. That is all good. It's easier. Yeah, if you get the Divine Beast powers, that helps a lot too. Character name, game name, we have friendless. So let me get rid of the stripes here. Don't actually need these anymore. How good would I consider myself to be at drawing? I am okay at drawing. The channel logo that I use, the little purple thing, I drew that. That's about the extent of my drawing. Yeah, I know of a few people who are better drawers than I am. Okay, we have to repaint all of this because the snow was there. All right, we've heard enough. Hyrule Field. What's some other good music that I haven't played yet? Oh, this is perfect. Okay, there's all that. And we want Peebles. Okay, then you smooth over there, and then that drifts over there, then smooth all this paint job out. So it looks relatively okay. So, right along the edge. Make it look all kinds of pretty. So, I think, let me double check. Okay, there is a water, so we can add water as well. Let me do that. Because the next part here, I want it to be like starting to be woods. So like there's going to be some creeks here, a couple fallen trees here and there to start leading into the next level. So I want to better late than never. Oh, cheese. Yes, I want to show you this. I have modeled cheese in Blender, and we have a cheese pickup here. Looks pretty good. I'm pretty proud of it. So we got that over there, but yeah, we have the starting area here. Then we fall down this, and then we'll land over here. So I want a cube. So we'll make you... Actually, hold on. I want you to be... It's perfect. I'm glad you approve. Content. I want to go... Where did I put it? I think... Geometry. Yeah, meshes. Here we go. No, where did I put it? That landscape is beautiful. Brings a tear to your cheesy eye. Blueprints. Is this? Yeah, this is it. Pick up. So I want blueprint class. How do I want this? Because I want, if you fall in the water, I want your character to die. So it's going to be one of those, if you touch the water, you die kind of things. Add a little bit of challenge to the jumps. So I want it to place your spawn, not what I want. I don't want it to walk around, so I guess actor is what I want. So we'll have it as... Oh, let me rename it. Is the 120 Shrine reward worth it? I think, because Master Sword Beam Up, you get from DLC armor, I want to say. If you have, or not DLC, you get from, what's it called? The guy can't swim. Nope, he's not a swimmer. Never raised him around water, even though he wakes up right next to it, apparently. Not box collision. I want, let's see, let's pull you out, and then you. Content. I want a cube. So then I want another cube as well, because we're going to have to add one. So then we'll set you to 10, 10. So it'll be, we'll set it to bigger. So big old cube there. And then this one. Okay, so they're both the same size. Cube. First one I want to be... But yeah, anyway, like I was saying, sorry I got distracted, but if you have Amiibo, then the 120 Shrine reward is not worth it. If you don't have Amiibo, then it is. But I think that's the only way to get Master Sword Beam Up otherwise. Collision. I want it to be overlap only pawn, so it only overlaps me. Pile. Then I want cube 2 to have no collision, but cube 1 is going to be invisible, because then I want cube 2 to be textured as water. Okay, let's actually open that up real quick. So, lake, then... Go select all you. Oh, dang, it's multiple. Where is... Okay, so that's the mesh. I want the normals to change. So... Let's do this. 0.05, come on. Then we'll set you to 0.1, 0.1. Large scale tiling. Set it to 0.25. Good driver allows you coloring. That's okay. That's when you upload it to your computer and just use the filling tools or whatever. Macro 0.01. We'll say, because I want the water to look small. Or like I want it to be condensed more, so that way it's not just a big old looking thing. I will probably remake the water texture to make it look more realistic. This will be a good placeholder, I think, for now. You need to go to the translator to say this. That's okay. I know what you're talking about. So then we say over here, death thing. on, what was it? I need cube 1, add an event. So we tell it whenever I touch the water, I want it to, I need to create a function, I think. A global function. Do I think Breath of the Wild 2 will have enough new content to keep us entertained like Breath of the Wild 1? I think so. I think that's part of the reason why they're taking so long to put it out, is because they're trying to add new content, and they're also probably trying to make sure it isn't stale. And plus, everything that's been going on in the past year or two has slowed down just about every business. So, yes, I think that there will be enough to keep us entertained. I don't think it'll be a repeat, because it's not like Amiibo Festival or anything like that. It seems like there's a different team that works on the Zelda games, and it seems like they really put a lot of effort into it. All right, so we're back to sculpting here. Tool strength. I want to create. Come on. Why aren't you sculpting? Oh, you're in smooth. Trying to smooth a flat plane isn't working out too well. So I want it to be a river here. There we go. So then I'll have this be a nice little river. Sculpt you there. So my thinking is it would be kind of fun to add a waterfall in the background. Like, this would take a lot of work, but to have a waterfall coming down from like one of the mountains over here, travel through through the canyon, back over here, waterfall down this, and then into here, off over this way. I feel like that would look really pretty. Want to play Breath of the Wild again? It's a fun game. Why use the same map? Why not make new words or something? I think they're not making another map because the game itself is based... Oh, wow, what did I do? The game itself is supposed to be a direct continuation of Breath of the Wild 1. So they don't want to make a new map because then it will just be a totally new Zelda game. Whereas if it's the same map with changes, then it'll still be the same familiar Breath of the Wild we know, but it will be different enough that it will not be the exact same game. At least that's my argument for it. I mean, it's all hypothetical at this point still, but that's at least what I am thinking. So, I mean, I could be totally wrong, and I'd be willing to admit that I'm wrong. But I think that it's going to be pretty good just because... See, Death Plane... Okay, that's kind of small. I need to scale that up pretty big. Death Plane... Okay, we need to go a lot bigger with you. So, base cube we'll set to... But yeah, I don't know. I'm actually kind of looking forward to it because it'll also be kind of a nice touch to re-explore the world we already know. So, like, since we've all played Breath of the Wild at this point, and we know it very well, I feel like it'll be nice to come back and see the world differently. Like, it won't be Breath of the Wild again, just a repeat of everything. It'll look different, but it'll still be familiar enough that it won't be boring. Okay, so there's you, compile, save. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. They could, like I said, they could blow it, and I hope they don't, but hopefully it turns out well, but I mean, you never know until it finally does come out. Okay, so we got the water level there. Then you, because I don't know how far the camera sees. I don't think it sees all the way to the edge. Let me test this real quick. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. They could cop out on it. It definitely is a possibility. Just reuse a lot of the same stuff without ever changing it. That'll be a cop out. But if they were to change up a lot of things, then I think that could be cool. Like, they could do it well, they could do it poorly. So then you slide down here. So yeah, you got the hill in the background. We'll add some texture to that, I think. Add a few mountains, cuts in it, stuff like that. So how does the water look? Oh, not too bad. I need to raise its level a little bit. We do walk into it. That is good as well. Dang it, I fell too far. I can't get back up. I need life alert. Okay. But we can't see the edge of the map, so we're good there. So we gotta raise you up. Looks like it's kind of been in a drought right now. Need to make it look a little fuller. So, there's our water plane. Then, how's this gonna work? So we go right out from here. So yeah, straight over. We got some land we gotta walk on. That is good. And I want to slide this over as far as I can so it doesn't clip in. Is it below? Okay, it's below the floor level. That is good. Got lucky there. Actually, we'll put the water all the way over out here too. Might as well. So let's actually scale you a tiny, tiny bit. Nope, I want the water. Gonna go AFK for a bit. Alrighty, sounds like a plan. They could say there was a huge earthquake off screen, make some changes to the map. There are going to be some that they have already teased at, because they already showed that Hyrule Castle is going to be lifting into the sky. So there's already going to be that, at least, that we know of. So the castle itself is going to be different. I'll save. This is some stuff you can never do. Code. It's actually not terribly hard once you know what you're doing. So, like right now, I'm just changing the size of the water plane so that it's big enough to cover all the area that I want. But Link's hair. Is Link hot? Wasn't that a meme going around for a while? Like, Link is hot or something? Right, going AFK. Alrighty. Actually, what am I doing? Let's scale you back down. I don't want it this big. Because 500 worked. All right. But I do know who is Joe. I do know that. So let's see here. I want you here. We're gonna have to duplicate it, which I'm not terribly happy about, but it's something we can do. Okay, then that'll go there. And let's see. Actually, let's slide you over here because I want the water plane to be even. I don't want it to be Z fighting at all, though. So then you can go here. It's going to be, shoot, some Z fighting. I don't like that. Nobody knows who is Joe. No. I know who Joe is. I know exactly what you're talking about. So that looks pretty good there. Okay, let's rough out some jumps and stuff that we want. So we start off, we slide down here. Then let's just drop in a key. Actually, let's delete that. So slide you, duplicate you. I want to keep everything on the same plane here, which is kind of the challenge for the side scroller, because if you put it too far forward or too far back, then it's not a jump, it's a part of the landscape. So let's put you in the ground here. Just rough out some stuff. Snap to that. How does that look? Actually, there's an easier thing I can do. Let me pull you out here. And set you down the slope so we don't have to run past it every time. So slope, that's a little too steep to jump off of. That's okay. Need to go a little bit shallower. Save. Play. Still too steep. What a What are we at? I think I need what I set it to, 35. So from 90, 60, 55. That should be perfect. I should be able to walk up this now. Yep. So that's not bad. Then we can jump. Let's rotate you back down to 0. We'll take you -90. So that way it lays horizontal. It'll be kind of fun to walk through some ruins here as well. Let's put you there. Then we'll set this up as a doorway. Supposed to be anyway. So then that goes up there. And we can slide this over here. So this will be a doorway of sorts. Text render. Let's just drop you in here. Text. Doorway of rundown cabin. Just so I know what it's supposed to be. Let's set up to 5. So that way I can seize it. There we go. So then play this. So then, yeah, you're supposed to jump over a doorway. Shoot, the camera's a little bit too zoomed in right now. I guess when you drop down here, you might be able to see it. Let me see if I can pull the camera out a little bit. Where is my spring arm? Here we go. How long can I make you? So, nope. Hold on. Spring arm. Can I move you? Pile. What'll this look like? Will this even work? Oh, wow. Oh. Okay, that's... So we can pull it out, but doing so means that it flips like that, which actually might be good. How are we going to do that smoothly, though? I think I'll work on that again off camera. Do a lot of stuff, because it's nice to be able to see what's ahead of you here. Like, you can flip the camera here, and then you can see more of what's ahead in the jump instead of what's actually... Oh, shoot. Okay, so I need to... So we need to add a little pit here. So if you do fall down this jump, then I guess you get punished for it. Very simple jump to make, but... So we have to go back to landscape. Then tools. I want brush size to be very small so it fits in here. Shoot, what do I want? Say 100. Sculpt. So let's drop all of you here, just like a little puddle right here. So it's gonna be a tree, a dead tree laying out of a puddle. I think will look kind of neat. So then flatten all that. Then we come back smooth. That way it doesn't look too terrible. The brush size, we'll make it bigger. Oh, hold on. Okay, so we need to actually flatten it. Oh, we could have the doorway actually in the water. That might look interesting. I like the swamp extend over this way a bit. So then smooth all this so it looks actually somewhat realistic instead of totally not realistic. There we go. So that looks all right. So it looks like the doorway, the rundown cabin that you run past here is gonna be in the mid, like really run down. Then when you look back, yeah, you can see the doorway. That's good. So let's put that there. Okay, there's that. It That'll be good. I'll have to plan out the jumps here. How long have I been going? A little over 2 hours? Okay. So yeah, jump over a little cabin box thing there. We'll put a lot of it in the background, I think, which will look okay. So select, back to select. And what happens if we do a... Actually, let me model a roof real quick. Let's go over to Blender. And I want... Let me see if I remember how to do this. Then, if you jump 3 times, does it does a slightly bigger one? I don't know if it does in this. I don't think it's coded for that right now. But LME Bellman, how's it going? How's your day been? Merge vertices at center. So then I want to scales it. What's it? I want to shrink it. But then overall, we want bigger. So it looks like a roof. Oh, what happened there? Okay, this is going to end up being a big roof. So then I want to add not a sphere. I add a cube. So let's delete that. Anyway, let's see where that cube in here. Yeah, cube's in here. My cabin. Oh, that would actually be a fun Easter egg. We'll actually do that. How's that? That is actually a good idea. Let me add that text. Yeah, if you guys want anybody here who hasn't mentioned anything yet, if you want an Easter egg, make sure to shout it out. Cabin jump equals stream intro cabin. That's a good idea. A lot of good notes so far. Canvas, we need a bigger canvas. Real nice upside down. All right, we got a lot of space now. So, no, hold on. Tab. I don't want tab. Ah, well, I guess this cube will live inside of it. This is just rough modeling. File, export as OBJ. Then desktop, OBJ game. OB test roof. So then that goes out to here. We can go over to content. Where did I put it? Geometry. Yeah, geometry. Here, then open up my folder, OBJ for game, test roof, import all. In theory, okay, it's rotated, that's okay, I can rotate it 90. Rotating's free. So then, if we slide you up, I guess we have to go to... Yes, 3.5, 3.5. So then drop you down so it looks all even. Nope. See, I don't want you to do that. And put it right on the edge there, I think. Because your character doesn't need tons of room to walk. It's a little big, that's still okay. So there's the test roof. So yeah, you'd be running up to the cabin. You can see the wall from here. Okay, you do need more space than I think you do. So let's widen this then. X. 2. Let's set you to 2. So it'll look like a timber frame cabin. Then we can slide you back because we now have space to do so. Yeah, there's the... Gonna be walls, there's the roof, we have room to run here. And we can look back, you'll be able to see the window, maybe actually see the chair and stuff through the window. Then we run over here. Okay, we need, I think, a couple extra jumps. Here's a question for you guys. I have been wondering this. Should we add a weapon to the game? Should there be combat? Because I feel like combat would spruce things up a lot. If there's no combat, then it's story driven. You have to have really good story. But yeah, if we do combat, what kind of combat too? Because if we do a sword like Hollow Knight, then it's punches. We could do punches. New. So we have, let me write out all the options. We have possible swords / melee, which would be a lot of close range. Close range, probably timing base. So it'll be timing based, so you have to be accurate with it. Because you'd have to get in range to hit the enemy. Which would work well, I think, for a standalone game. For a chat plays game, it'll be a little bit trickier. We could do ranged. So we could do gun / bow, which would then be ranged. Can't aim up or down, I don't think. So it would be ranged, so it's based on up with enemy. So it'd be based on lining yourself up with the enemy then. If you do ranged, melee would be timing. Ranged would be, I guess, accuracy. Is there a third option? Let's see, what else could we do? I don't know. Yeah, I've close, long. We could do magic, maybe. So it'd be fire, comma, mana base, relying on recharging. So we could do that as well. A couple different options. So we gotta vote for melee. Let me mark that out. So vote for melee. A couple different options we could try out. We could also mess around. Maybe some levels are one, some levels are others. That could be interesting too. Okay, so there's that. So yeah, rundown cabin here will be my cabin. Then we get over to the water section here. So then, hold on. I want to... So that's CBU. So we want that. Then I want to rotate it. Have it sit up a little bit. Rotate you back 10 degrees as well. Because I want this one to be like a fallen tree. So it's going to be like the root ball there. Let's actually slide you out. So that'll be like the first jump. You have to get over the root ball. Oh, that's going to be a nightmare to model. OCB. And then we have... So, yeah, you start from a fallen tree over the water. This will be a good test here, I think, to show you that if you fall into water, then you die. We might want to test earlier. Let's actually do that real quick. Let's... What am I? Sculpt. I want sculpt. Loop this forward here, actually. Then all the way out. I know there's a lot of landscape here that you won't see, but I'm trying to overcompensate for what you can see versus what you can't. So smooth you, so it looks all purty. And then smooth all of that all the way out to the end. So then I want back to select. Let's see, orient you back to the world. Okay. Then that'll let you jump over top. Then we have one on the other side, so it's a very easy jump to make. So that way you don't miss it, but if you do fail it, then you'll see why it's... Actually, hold on. Let's do this as a... Let's see, how am I going to connect this? Because the water... Okay, I'm like trying to do too many things at once. Let's do the waterfall now. So I think we're going to have... Nope, not foliage. There you go. Make a game that requires like a 4090 Ti to run. Just put foliage everywhere. So I want sculpt. It's going to come down here and open up into this, is my thinking. So there's that. Smooth you out. Actually, we need to sculpt that a little bit farther down. Okay, so there's our waterfall there. Then I want it... It's got to be wide, though, is the problem. Because waterfalls usually widen right before they fall over. Oh, that's a big one. I guess we can do that. Draw a little bit more attention to it. We'll smooth all of this. That looks kind of pretty. So then the water will slope down here as it's going. And that song's getting kind of repetitive. Then I want it to wind its way from way over here. Be mountain runoffs. So, I mean, you'll never see this. Because unless, I guess if you're standing right here, you might just see a hint of it. But, I mean, that's all the fun part about making games and stuff. Putting stuff that no one will ever see, but you know it's there. So then we go over to here. Actually, I was wanting this one. Play this one again. I like this song. And I want it to flatten. All the way back there. So then it'll split here, actually. So we have one path going this way. And another branching off right over here as well. So then that all slopes down into there. We can smooth you. Props if anybody remembers what game this song's from. Okay, so then you have to slide back here because you're going to fill this section. Okay, that's pretty good. We'll have to go back to landscape, back to sculpting, so I can actually sculpt this up. Actually, I need to flatten this. Then smooth, get rid of all that. Because I'm trying to get rid of the rough edge of the waterfall. Let's go all the way over here, smooth all this out. Yeah, I'll have to make some water texture off camera. We got our little mountain runoff stream here. Looking all snazzy. I'll have to color the shore of it too, I think. Color that all with sandstone or find a sand texture to do. So that way it looks a bit more realistic, because I have yet to actually see just plain grass, flat grass just growing into water, into the water's edge. It's always either sand or mud. There's that. A little bit of an island there. We could put a house here too. Let me actually, a little bit of an Easter egg. Cube. Set cube. So we go 10. Then there. Then we'll add some text so I can seize it. Welcome back. I'm just kind of rough labeling everything that I need to model. So here we are right now. So there's my little hut there. I modeled a little roof for it. This will be a fallen tree that leads into jumps over the water. Here's a test area, so that way you can learn pretty quick if you're supposed to step in the water or not. Actually, let's rotate you. Let me add a little like jetty off to this side. So that way, there we go. So you can land easily on that or find out that water kills you. And we got a little house back here. That's going to be built little house on an island. We got our mountain runoff stream coming down from the hills over here. Okay, I'll need to fix that, but yeah, so then the water is going to flow over this hill here. I need to figure out how I'm going to get that to work. Because right now the water is a very rough edge. So I need to figure out a way to smooth that it looks natural. Okay, there's all that. Yeah, let's run through what we have so far. Let me put my little guy back at the very start, where he's supposed to be. And we can do one final run through, probably call it here, just because there's going to be a lot more that I have to look up, and this is about all that I can do for this part, but there are a lot of Easter eggs to add. I need to fix that camera too. So yeah, right over here is, if you jump down here is where the cheese is. I'm not gonna do that right now because there's no way out and there's no trigger there. So you jump out over here, then that's supposed to trigger the sunset. Game holds right, title cards pop up. Oh, you can see the house in the distance. That's actually kind of cool. It's all pretty. It is kind of a pretty landscape. I think I need to add more texture to it and also change the size of the texture, which I'll do off camera. Yes, there is cheese in the game. So then you have a little jump here to teach you that falling into water is bad. Then run up here. Here is the stream hut that we all start in before we actually get going. You can see it's going to be the two windows there in the chimney. You can still see the house over there. And then this is going to be a down tree I need to model. So it's going to be a fallen tree there that you have to jump over the root ball and out onto the trunk to get going. Yeah, but that's what I got so far. I'm going to have to plan out all the jumps. I think I'll do that off camera because that's just a lot of testing and stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how things are going. Someday there's going to be a game for you guys to play. But anyway, I think we can end off things here. I do have your list of Easter eggs. We can add to them later as well. So there's a bunch of different things to add and to hide. But someday, how big will it be? How big will the game be? My plan is, so far, I'm aiming for 5 levels that take usually, like, I don't know how long it'll take to complete. Aim is for 5 levels. That'll be pretty long. I'll probably add more levels later just because I want to aim small. If I aim too big, then I get overwhelmed and I leave the project and don't ever come back to it. But if I aim small, then I can add more later and make it bigger. So, under promise and over deliver is the way I'm going with that. But it'll be about 5 levels. There will be secret levels as well. You have to collect Easter eggs for. But this is what we got going so far. So I hope you guys are all excited for it. Someday it will be live. Your guys will be in a video game out in the wild. But anyway, as we get a bunch of errors here, thanks to everybody who stopped by, tuned in, all that fun stuff. And if you're watching the VOD, you can suggest any Easter eggs you want to see. I'll check the comments there. All my VODs are located on Yobo's VODs channel. Anyway, that's about all I got. Thanks so much for watching, and I shall see you later. Take care.